In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys the best point guard build in NBA 2K26. Even if you guys aren't open, you guys can still hit contested shots on this build. This build is absolutely overpowered. And also, if you need to get open, you guys can drop people like this dude. Look at this dude right here on the floor, man. And not only that, you can play defense at a high level on this build. You guys can literally shoot so good on this build. Like, this build is insane. You guys literally get all legend shooting badges. You get the best dribble moves. You guys can dunk at a high level. You guys can play defense. Look at the defense on this build. If you guys want this build, make sure you guys watch the entire video through. But yeah, let's just jump straight into the video. What's good, guys? It's Rising today, man. In this banger video, man, I'm gonna be giving you guys the best point guard build in NBA 2K26. When I tell you guys this build can literally do it all, I'm not lying when I say it. So make sure you guys just support the channel for more build videos. Make sure you guys drop a like so we can get this video in recommended, and make sure you watch the whole entire video through to make sure that you guys make this build properly. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you guys wasting VC because it's tough out here, man. It's tough out here. Like, it's so hard to get VC, bro. It's so expensive. Like, it's insane. So make sure you guys drop a like, watch the whole video through, but let's get straight into the build. Alright, so getting into this build, okay, you guys are going to want to make sure you guys go position point guard. The height, you guys are going to want to go 6'2". Now, I know he is kind of short, but you actually have some good interior and some pretty good defense. So you'll be able to get stops on, you know what I'm saying, twos. And on ones. I was playing ones and I was winning games like back to back to back, you know what I'm saying? And the people I were playing were good. So yeah, and then just put your weight down to 170. Okay, and then your wingspan, you're gonna want to put 6'3". All right, so for the heavy hitting stats, or just like the main stats, pretty much the first thing you're gonna want to upgrade is driving dunk. Now we're gonna put that to a 75. Now the reason we're gonna do that is because we're gonna get Devin Booker quick drop animations, which are the animations you guys seen in the beginning of the intro. And basically those are just really good animations, and they're gonna help you guys get open dunks every time. So if you're wide open for the dunk, you should easily be able to square dunk it. You can meter dunk. The meter is a little small because you only have a 75 driving dunk. But eventually, when you guys get cap breakers, you guys can, you know, move this up to an 87 or 89. And then, obviously, you guys are going to need some layup on this build, which this does help a lot. I'm not going to lie. Because if you guys go to the paint and you pump fake and they jump, you have a wide open layup, and the green wheel is actually pretty big on it, okay? And put your close shot up to a 70, all right? And then, obviously, your three-pointer is going to be a 94, okay? That's going to start you guys off with all gold shooting badges, as you guys can see. And then when you guys put 5 cap breakers on it, you guys are going to have all legend shooting badges, okay? Then you guys also get an 85 mid-range, so you guys can midi-fade if you have to, because obviously 3 fading isn't, you know, the meta anymore. But I have 5 cap breakers on this three-pointer, and it's insane, bro. Like, I don't miss, I'm not going to lie. It's very overpowered, obviously. And then to go with that, you guys get a 92 ball handle, so you guys get all the best animations for that. And you also get a 90 speed with ball, so you guys are going to be able to get legend lightning launch on this 6'2 build. And then you guys are going to be able to obviously get all the good dribble moves, Curry slide. You guys are going to be able to get Kemba Walker skate moves, you know, all the good moves that you need for a small guard. I know your pass accuracy is kind of low, but to be honest with you, I've played rec in this, and I haven't had a problem at all, okay? I've literally been able to pass perfectly fine on any game mode, rec, park, threes, whatever the case may be. I've been able to play good on this build no matter what when it comes to passing and pretty much just everything, okay? And then the good thing about this build is it actually has defense, all right? 85 perimeter, okay? That's going to give you guys silver on ball. It's going to give you guys silver challenger, which silver challenger does help a lot, I'm not going to lie. All right, and then your steal is going to be a 91, which, as you guys know, plucks are back. They did nerf bump steals with the escape moves, but you still can get steals. You still can time the steals, and if you time them properly, you guys will literally get the steals. So, like, that's really, you know, just reach when it's the smart time to reach, honestly. Your interior is actually a 65 on a guard build, which is maxed, and it's actually pretty good. You guys get a 90 speed, so you're going to be able to zoom around the court. You guys get a 90 agility, okay? And you guys just have to make sure that you guys copy these stats exactly, okay? Because if you mess up one thing, then this build will be messed up. I'm not going to lie. So just make sure you guys, you know, copy all the stuff that I'm putting. Now, you guys can skip the block and put it on free throw. Or not even, honestly. There's no point of doing that. But yeah, this is the build you guys are going to want to make, okay? Like I said, you get D-Bucks animations, which are the best for, you know, low dunk builds. You guys get a good layup. You get 99 three-pointer with cap breakers. You get an 85 mid-range still. You still get a 92 ball handle, so you get all the best dribble moves. You can pass. You have good speed with balls, so you can use lightning launch on legend. You guys have actually really good defense, which is just insane on this build. You get an 85 perimeter and a 91 steal. Like, what more could you ask for on a guard build, okay? And then not to mention you get a 65 interior, okay? You get a 90 speed, 90 agility, and that's pretty much the build. So now I'm going to show you guys basically what it compares to. It compares to John Stockton, Mike Conley, and Kirk Hinrich. So this is the build you guys are going to want to make. Okay, this is definitely one of my favorite builds to use in this game. I don't play on it much because I'm more of a ones player, and I have a 6'8". Obviously, a 6'8 is going to be better for the ones than this build, but you can play ones on this build. I went on like a 6-game or a 7-game in Proving Grounds, and then I ended up having to record this video. So yeah, man, I'm not going to lie. Like, this build is insane. So now I'm going to give you guys my animations. I'm going to give you guys my jump shot. And I'm going to give you guys my max plus 1s and 2s that I would put on, you know, when I get them in this new season. Okay, so for my jump shot, the base that I use is Steph Curry. Obviously, when I hit starter 4, I'm going to use Patty Mills' base. But for now, you can use this or Cam Thomas's base, okay? And then if you guys want to change the release, if you don't like Sam Merrill, you can use Baluba. But me personally, I like this jump shot. You're going to go Steph Curry base, Sam Merrill release 1, and you guys are going to go Steph Curry release 2. You guys know that Steph Curry's release is always good every single year. And this jump shot's actually fast so that you can get, you know, jump shots off and make contested shots because people aren't going to be able to close out. You know what I'm saying? This jump shot is just super fast, okay? But it's actually very easy to time, okay? And then you guys are going to want to make sure you guys go 3 ticks away from release because if you don't, your jump shot's going to be way too fast. So just make sure you guys do that. And then your release speed is going to be 4 fours. You guys are going to want to do 42% Sam Merrill, 58% Stephen Curry, okay? And then going into the dribble moves, these are my dribble moves right here. Obviously, these are the best in the game for a small guard, okay? You guys are going to want to just make sure you guys copy these. They are literally the best, okay? They are literally the best. And then for my fade, I use Pro 2. All right, that's what I use for this. And then my go-to shots, Jalen Suggs. Motion style that I use is Alex Caruso on this build, okay? And then, like I said, you guys are able to get Devin Booker's dunk style, which I do have on. But once you guys are actually able to, you guys can cap break your driving dunk up to an 87, okay? If you have enough cap breakers. But as you guys can see, these are my cap breakers right here. I have all 5 of them on my three-pointer. So now I'm able to get legend shooting badges. As you guys can see, I have Limitless, RD Max, Shifty Shooter. I haven't really played that much on this build. I played a little bit. But as you can see, you have all legend shooting badges. So it's insane. I'm not going to lie. And then another thing that you guys can use is Mini Marksman. You guys can put that on legend. So it's going to be even easier to shoot in taller defenders' face. Okay. And then for my badge perks, when I do get my max plus 1s, I obviously am going to put max plus 2 on my lightning launch. But what I'm going to like to max plus 1 is probably Mini Marksman. And then probably, not going to lie, on ball menace. Because that's going to be a big help. And then probably handles for days. I'm not going to lie. That's going to be one of the ones I'm going to want on my build. Because obviously, you guys need to be able to dribble. Okay. So that's what I would do for that. Those are the dribble moves. That's the build. That's the jump shot. And I showed you guys gameplay in the beginning of the video. But I do want to go over just one more gameplay so that you guys can see how good this build truly is. Alright. And you guys know this is Season 2. This is after patch. But yeah, let's just get into this gameplay and that'll be the video. Okay, so unfortunately, they took 1v1 out of the theater. So I had to go to Proving Grounds, which I don't know if you guys care what I'm actually in. You guys can still see this build no matter what. It's going to play the same in every game mode. Okay, it doesn't matter. But as you guys can see, I'm just cooking with this build. The build is absolutely insane. Like, you guys can literally get stops. I've played all 6'8s today on this build. Literally. Like, pretty much all of my, players that I played against have been 6'8. And as you can see, I mistimed that dunk. But wait till I get cap breaker on my dunk meter, bro. Like, it's going to be insane. It's actually going to be insane. You're going to be able to pretty much do everything. It's going to be a 6'2 demigod. Like, it's going to be nuts. Like, obviously, I wasn't there to actually play defense. But you guys seen in the beginning of the clip, I get steals. I'm able to play defense. I do try to time my steals though because bumps aren't too reliable anymore like they were just in patch 2.0. But as you guys know, in patch 2.1 they actually fixed it. They fixed rhythm shooting as well, so that's definitely a plus. But But I'm able to play defense on this build. Like, I get bumps on this build as well. Even being at the height that I'm at, I still get bump animations. I still get steals. I still am able to score so good. Like, look at ankle breaker green. Like, it's insane. This build is just literally, it's insane. It's a really, really good build. And I definitely recommend it for somebody that wants to play 3v3, 2s. You guys can play 1s on this build. I'm not going to lie. Like, I get stops. Like, I really do. And Proving Grounds is hard to shoot in. I'm not going to lie. And there goes that 77 layup. Look, I didn't even time it, but as long as I was wide open, it was green, man. And this dude is way taller than me, and he still couldn't even score on me, bro. Which, I don't know if he's just bad or what, but you guys can pretty much clearly see that the build is good. The build is just insane. It's definitely a very good build, especially for somebody that plays stage. Look, another steal right there, right? So it's insane. Like, it's a very good build. I definitely recommend it. It's an easy build to play on. You can shoot, you can dribble, you can play defense, you can dunk a little bit. You know, what more could you ask for? Like, look at green. Oh my goodness. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure you guys drop a like for more build videos in the future. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.